Hi everyone, welcome to Let's Celebrate TV Live. I'm your host, Peter Lee. With me today, as always, he's sitting over in the command center. He's the guy who pushes all the buttons. It's my husband, Phil Gormer.
And good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whether you're watching us live or on team replay. It's a nice, very comfortable 72 degrees in southern New Jersey today, and sunny.
Yes, it is. So, we're going to start with a cocktail as always, and here we go. We're going a little different today. We're trying a new recipe. It's a pomegranate margarita, also known as Hearts of Palm. Now, what's showing up there makes one drink, so I'm going to double it. We're going to start off with 4 ounces or 120 mils of white tequila, Blanco tequila. This is our favorite, Milagro. 4 ounces. 2 ounces or 60 mils of Cointreau or Cointreau or Cointreau, however you say it, and I know it upsets people the way I say it, or triple sec. We're using triple sec today, so 2 ounces, 60 mils. We actually had someone write in how offended he was by how I say that. Sorry. Pomegranate juice is next. Real pomegranate juice, plain pomegranate, not a mixture. And again, 2 ounces, 60 mils. And finally, freshly squeezed lime juice. Very important, use fresh. Same amount, 2 ounces, 60 mils. Right in. We're gonna give this a little shaky shaky. Here we go. All right. Now, you're probably expecting a martini glass, but we're gonna have it in a rocks glass. So using my impeccably clean hands, I know, someone's gonna write in, don't touch the ice. It's just us, and my hands are clean. So we're gonna strain this over some fresh ice. Pretty color. And we're going to garnish with a wedge of lime. All right, dear, here we go. So hopefully this is as good as it looks.
And we so deserve this after yesterday.
Yes.
We'll tell you about it. Ooh, that's quite good.
Yeah, I could drink that.
You can really taste the Milagro.
Yeah, I can drink that. Might be a little better with Cointreau instead of triple sec.
I agree.
Okay.
Might want to try this with Reposado.
Yeah, but that has a little more smokier, complex. I think this is a cleaner. But anyway.
All right, so I guess everyone's watching the football game today because we only have 8 people in, but it is what it is.
Sad. Stupid all sports ball teams.
So let's see who's...
Clear the decks.
We have Retirement in.
Hello, Retirement.
And we've got Mark.
Hey, Mark. Always glad to see
And
you.
Janet.
Hi, Janet.
And she says it's 69 in Rhode Island.
Lovely.
Mark up in Northeast Jersey says it's 70.
Okay.
Our good old weather report from Hank, 92.
Oof.
With light rain.
Move this stuff off camera because I'm running out of room.
And then, Wilma's in.
Hi, Wilma.
Happy Sunday. Oh, and she's home and out on a bus today, I guess.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
All right, so how is today's live stream going to be different from our other days?
This is all I'm doing. I'm going home. Bye. No, so today it's all about plating techniques. We've done this series of colorful foods. I tried to get more colorful foods today, but as Phil was saying, oh, thank you, Wilma. Yesterday we were up at like 4 a.m., went all the way up to the mountains and did the final closing on our campsite, and we were just wrecked last night when we got home. Just completely exhausted. Brow Sharon, good. Gave my friend your recipes. Any mix your drinks? I have. That's great, Janet. I'm so glad. Thank you for that. So today going shopping, it was like, yeah. Oh, hi, Paul. From the lounge. So we're gonna do some plating, and we're gonna learn some basic techniques, maybe some little more advanced techniques, and next week, our live stream, we're going to be using those techniques on all the colorful foods that we've been making over the few weeks. So before I get started, dear, do you have any PSAs?
I do not. Just a reminder, please feel free to leave a comment. Tell us what you're doing. Let's kind of share, since I think it's going to be a little quiet today with everyone watching football. And are you the type of person who plates just by having things in 3 piles?
Well, I'm going to get to that. So don't put the cart before the horse. So yes, that's where I'm going to start. How do we all plate our foods at home? You'll have a plate, and you'll have your little protein, and then you'll have maybe some starch, and then maybe some vegetable right here. And you just have this little 3 piles of food. Basic, gets the job done. It's how we all eat most of the time, I know. But let's put a little more effort. Why do we want to worry about plating? Well, one of the first things I learned in cooking school was the feast begins with the eyes, meaning we eat with our eyes first. If something looks delicious, your mind is going to think, wow, what an experience this is going to be. I want to eat that. So when you have something that's incredibly plated, looks beautiful, it's a great thing for your psyche. Your eyes see it, and it makes you instantly want to eat that food. I mean, think about it. Christmas dinner, Grandma has cooked all day. You go into the dining room, there's this big spread, a beautiful table, or maybe it's just you and your spouse or significant other, and you come home and they've made you this little romantic dinner with this beautiful table even. Everything matters, all those details. Whether it's the table setting and then how the food is plated, it starts here with your eyes. You walk in, you go, oh, something wonderful is going to happen. So, let's do some plating. I'm going to use this actual same plate. I have Christmas music on as background noise.
Because Pepper Tree Villa and Ben are out at Disney this weekend, so I guess that's his homage.
Okay. That's right, I forgot they were on vacation.
They're on vacation. They're doing a rerun show tomorrow.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so let's do some plating. I have a plate, kind of a pretty plate. Now, when you're plating things, paying attention to the dish really counts too. We're going to start though with just the simple dish, and what I'm going to start with is we're going to pull everything into the center. Instead of 3 little piles, get it in the center. We're going to start. I have some cranberry sauce here, whole berry, it's my favorite, and right in the center, what a color, I'm going to put like a little puddle. Almost.
You're going to do a puddle or a swoosh?
No, the swoosh comes later, dear.
Okay.
You're going to scare them off. All right, little puddle. What else do we have? Let's see. See, I had notes. Like I said, today has been just one big, huge rush. Errands in the morning, and I realized, like, oh, I have to figure this out.
Well, we were up at 5 in the morning yesterday. Drove to our campground, which is 3 hours away. Spent 5.5 hours closing it up, taking down the canopy, emptying out the trailer, blowing out the water lines, putting the cover on, and we ain't no spring chickens.
No, we ain't.
It took us a little bit. and then drive another 3 hours home. So we got home around 7 or 8, so 13 hours, and we were kind of beat, both of us.
Okay, I already went through that, dear, but thank you. All right, I have some little potatoes here that I boiled. They're still actually rather warm. Do a little slice. And
Wilma's
just
being
some
the
quick
traveler
things.
today.
Oh, wow. Put a layer of potatoes right on top of this cranberry. Okay. And now pork chop. You could just plop it on like that, but that would be boring. Let's slice it. Let's trim it up a bit. Ooh, that one's a little rare. That one's very rare. That was the last one I cooked. Here we go. So I'm going to slice this. Then we can put it here just like that. Fan it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, to me, that's much more interesting looking than just 3 little piles. Right?
Wilma says, give me some of that shrimp.
Oh, we'll get to the shrimp. Now, I want to go a little further. I have some sauce here. A little bit of barbecue sauce. I'm just going to do little dots. And how pretty is that? Don't you want to eat that? I certainly do. Now, you could sprinkle some parsley on this. You could put some greenery. But here's one way. Simple. Pull it in the center and then build from there. Though, from a photography point, a lot of photographers do not like negative space. I like negative space. I didn't leave too much there, but I like that for plating. Let's go to the shrimp, since Wilma said give me some shrimp.
Oh, hold on.
What? Thinking about purchasing a few of rice sculpture in little dishes with curry, give a new look, or steel rim for packing towers of food like old time sake. Oh yes, yes, yes. Sakai on Iron Chef, yes. And actually, we're gonna use the ring mold a little later. But first, let's use a black plate. How dramatic! Right there, drama. I'm going to have here some polenta. Give it a little whisk. Ooh. Buttery, creamy. I love polenta. My specialty shrimp, yummy. That's right, you do. So we're going to start out with a ladle full. Now I'm going to do this.
All right, boys, get off the phone. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you for the support,
right,
but have a good time.
I'm going to do this off center this time. Again, a little puddle.
Oh, Hank does not like the barbecue and cranberry.
Well, it's just for colors, Hank. Excuse me. You could do parsley oil, you could do any other really sauce. You could do gravy if you wanted.
See, I wouldn't mind that because the barbecue sauce has usually got some
Right.
tang and some heat,
Yeah.
and the cranberry's got a little sweet.
But today is just showing some techniques. So I have some polenta just off center. A little puddle again. I like doing little puddles. Tomorrow's the first day of fall. Yes, and meteorologically, it is already fall. But yes, I'm ready, Janet. I am so ready for fall. Now about those shrimp. I have some shrimp here that I grilled with a little seasoning. Kept it simple.
Grilled, not steamed?
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Right? Surprise you. And you can kind of be a little architect with this. Look at that. They stand right up. Now watch them all fall for me because I'm trying to show off. Oops, where you drop them. But you can do it with my fingers because it's just us. Right there already, that looks inviting to me. Truly. This would be a lovely little first course. Lovely little appetizer. But we have all this negative space. And that's what I like. I like this drama here. But we need to gild this a little bit too. Needs a little something more. I have some pesto. Yes, store-bought pesto. I know. My basil plants, one is done for the year. The other didn't have enough to quite make pesto, so I bought it. There's nothing wrong with buying pesto. Now, you could drip it. I'll do a little swoosh. See if I can do the swoosh for you. A little puddle. And then you drag your spoon through. And that didn't work out very well, but that's okay. Drag it through. There we go. So we have green, we have yellow, we have red. You could add more colors. I love pesto, but it doesn't like me. So Mark, I would imagine that's because of the basil and garlic. But the technique of making pesto, have you tried pesto made of other things, like sun-dried tomato? Or is it the nuts, maybe?
We did a carrot top.
We did do a carrot top
We did a carrot
pesto.
top
Yes,
pesto one time.
Yes, we did.
Jenna says it'd be a good appetizer Christmas Eve before dinner.
Oh, yes. And I think this would count as part of the Feast of Seven Fishes because it's shrimp.
But Wilma, we say the same thing when we watch you cook in
That's
your
true.
kitchen too.
That's true.
So.
That's very true.
Plus, there's something yummy about watching someone else make it.
Well, yeah, that's also true. Though,
Slow down, we have lots of time.
well, I was just going to talk about something.
Okay.
I have a sip of my drink because I have a little tickle in my throat. So, yeah, it's always great. Oh, I think it's the onions. There usually isn't onions.
There's not usually onions in
It's-
pesto.
It's garlic, basil, pine nuts, and olive oil, salt and pepper. Maybe the raw garlic. That could be it, because raw garlic does not agree with me always either. Our basil never spread out all summer long, so either buying a bunch from the market or going from the jar as well. Yeah, I've had years where I plant a little plant and it explodes, and this year there was
Okay,
just...
he meant to say garlic.
Oh, garlic, yeah. Yeah, you could be right, that the raw garlic. But you could omit that and use something else. There's lots of ways. Pesto is traditionally basil, but you can take that technique and make it out of almost anything. Like we said, carrot tops, sun-dried tomatoes.
You skip the garlic and use a shallot instead.
You could
Because you get the flavor of garlic without
get
it
a
being
little bit
garlic.
of that garlicky hint. You absolutely very well could, dear. Yes. Or you could use roasted garlic, which would be a much more mellow flavor, but more complex. Hey, cheers, Wilma. Now, see, I was going to say something. And we were talking about, yes, it's always great when you watch someone else cook for you or cooking something. But for me, not that I'm a control freak or anything.
Let us know how it comes out.
Yeah. But like when other people are cooking in my kitchen especially, and it's like, no, don't use that. That's not the right pan for that. No, that's the wrong. Turn that heat down or turn that heat up. Yeah. No, don't stir with my knife. Do not stir with the knife. So yeah, I get a little upset. Okay, so here's 2 plates. May I keep going, dear?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to slow it down? I know, but it's not quite 4 o'clock. It's almost 4. Let's have a martini.
Hold on, I'm going to paste this into chat
Okay.
for Mark. And this is a garlic-free pesto recipe.
There you go. Very good.
And
dear.
it's also gluten-free. And I'm just trying to see what they're doing.
Well, I think even regular pesto is gluten-free.
As the computer goes crazy. Yes, they're using a shallot.
Yeah, I'm really digging this
Yeah.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
tequila forward.
Yeah, I am curious. So, I'm newly bionic today. Ooh, it's going down, dear. Going down.
Good.
Yeah, alcohol. I am newly bionic. I started wearing one of these glucose sensors that continuously monitors your blood sugars. So, it's been interesting. It's only been on for a couple of hours. Anyway, let's do a martini. Let's see, what else shall we use? I forgot to
So
make-
martini glasses are a great example of the vessel. We use martini glasses for everything from puddings to salads to you know what.
Yep. So, I meant to make some cocktail sauce and I forgot. I don't think we have any pre-jarred upstairs, but we'll pretend. I'm going to start with some avocado. And a few weeks ago I talked about frozen avocado. This I cut just before we got on air and I covered it with lime juice so it wouldn't go brown. Let's put a little bit into the bottom of this glass. Yes, dear?
Mark says he does the play-by-play whenever he sees someone else cook.
Let's do some shrimp. And again, you might want to hang them off the side like a shrimp cocktail, but I'm not going to do that. You could dice the shrimp up. Maybe I'll do that as I'm thinking about it. I love this is helpful in a store creating a personal hand cookbook, so here's information. Could you put that back?
Oops, yeah. It only stays up for 10 seconds, so I have to...
Oh, great, 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 great. Thank you, Em. Let's chop these up a bit. You could do this with shrimp salad or lobster salad if you're especially posh. Right in. One more shrimp.
And Paul is correct on this one.
Iconic conical glass just screams classic cocktail right in the gates. Looks pretty classic in the world. Beverage equipment. Yes. Absolutely. Now to me, that right there, again, is already interesting. Like, ooh, what's in there?
And Paul is in.
Oh, hi, Paulie.
And yes,
No problem.
Barrelicious is all put to sleep and your mattress is all safe inside.
Yes. Yes, it is. I have a little parsley oil here. You could dress this with cocktail sauce, with a lime vinaigrette.
Move that over
Yes,
just
I
a little
will. I'm
bit.
talking. Really? I'm going home in a minute. I'm going back to Barrelicious. But we're just going to get this little drizzle. Pretty green. You get the idea, right? The vessel is what counts first, and then how you do that. So this looks fun. You could do some chilies on it, whatever you like, really. You could keep adding height to it.
Wedge of lemon.
You could do a wedge of lemon, a wedge of lime. Sure, 100%.
All right, let's take a little bit of a break to get you caught up and cleaned up.
Yep.
And let's go sell a t-shirt.
Ready to spice up your style? Discover exclusive shirts, aprons, and accessories inspired by your favorite show. And every purchase supports the channel. Visit our store today at shop.letscelebrate.tv. And let's celebrate every meal in style.
All right, we are back just that fast. Now, we've talked about the vessel is important. It's not always plates, it's not always glasses. Sometimes, even some peppers with
Interesting.
mine.
What peppers would you put with that shrimp?
Oh, really, dear? Any type of chili would go well. especially a pickled chili. Like we have pickled chilies upstairs, which I didn't think about till just this moment. Shame on me, but
Yeah, we do a lot of salad. Something as simple as, you can put a salad in a bowl and it just takes up space. Take the same salad and put it in a martini glass and it goes right up and it looks amazing. When I set a table, I will take the napkin and fold it up and put it inside the martini glass.
or whatever glass we have.
Yep.
Anyway, sometimes any type of peppers. Okay, so it's not always about the plate being a plate or a bowl. You can use these little spoons. Let's go back to that polenta. Ooh, that's still nice and warm. Very good. And a smaller spoon. We'll do a little dollop. A little neater than that. Peter.
Yes, because I'm going to come up and steal it as soon as you're done.
Yes, dear, I know. I know. Just chillax, please. Right? Maybe a tiny bit more in that one. There we go. Okay. I'm going to take shrimp. Boom. And boom. Maybe all this parsley oil. Just carefully. Not too much. This is really thick oil. There we go. Few drops. Come on now.
Looks like something's jammed in the tip.
Yeah. But that's okay. There we go.
All right, can you turn one sideways, please?
I will. I will. Hold on. I will. Okay. Yeah, last year, or 2 years ago when we did the plating episode, appetizer always good. So here we go. Nice little puddle of parsley oil. But wouldn't you love to see a whole tray of these little bites just like this? And you can use these spoons to put anything on them. Little cherry tomatoes that were stuffed, or a little caprese, or something like that. There you go, dear. And the idea, all right, is it's essentially one bite. One big bite, but a bite.
All right, Wilma, you got to make an episode like this. Oh, that's good.
That is good.
Open wide.
And you know, shrimp are one of those things. And honestly, Wilma, I just grill them with a little seasoned salt on them. There's nothing, no secret, no fancy. Sometimes keeping it simple is the best thing to do.
And we are lucky enough in New Jersey to be close enough to the shore that we have our choice. We can get fresh shrimp. Though most shrimp is flash frozen at sea and can be just as good.
Yeah.
But we at least can get the choice because we're so close.
Yeah.
Actually, lately, right now, because it's cooling down, you get beautiful crabs right now. Number one crabs are crazy good.
Okay. What else am I going to plate with?
Sad, that cocktail's over.
I know, mine is too.
I feel like Kelly when she's looking at Paul going, my glass is empty, bubbly.
Here, I can't leave. I'm on camera.
I might have to shake and push buttons.
I don't even know if we have. Oh, we do have bubbly.
We do?
That new one that just came from Sonino.
Oh.
Anyway, let's keep going. I had an idea. It formed in my wicked little brain when I was upstairs shaving and getting ready to be on camera for you. So we're going to try this. I don't know how it's going to work, but I wrote it down. Let's use this white plate here. Again, I got these dishes. It's one of my many, many sets of dishes from one of my church ladies. They were, I don't know, She didn't like them. She had them for a long time. They were her husband's first wife or something. But anyway, I love them and Phil loves them. So we use these around Thanksgiving because they kind of look like chickens in the cornucopia. But they're just great. Let's take some potatoes and start with a purple one. I just want to smash it a bit. Look at the color. We can do a pink one. Even though they're yellow inside, more colors. We have a white one. Do another pink because I seem to have more pink than anything. All right. So I have this bed of potatoes. Now you could keep this centered. You could put it off to the side, but I want to keep it centered. This is going to be similar to Hi Mark, Wilma, Janet, and PTV. Shrimp and polenta is making me want to change our dinner plans. Well, Paul, there you go.
We don't eat a lot of pasta, though we did have it last night.
Yeah.
But we do eat a lot of polenta. First, it's easy to make.
We do.
And you can put like we make mushroom polenta and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't take long.
Nope. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Now, back to these pork chops.
You do realize by the end of this episode, we're not going to eat a pork chop ever again.
Yeah, we said that last time. I'm going to cut this one a little chunkier. And yes, these are still a little pink inside. Admit it, the one was not cooked all the way. That was the very last one I did, and I was rushing at that point. But pork can be a little pink, and it's perfectly fine. Now I'm going to... I might cook 2 pork chops cut up. Well, let's be a little architect. There we go. Now we have this little tower of pork and potatoes.
It's a campfire.
How delicious is that? And I think I want to use a little pesto. You could use cranberry with the pork, but you know, pesto, the basil and the olive oil and the garlic, this will go really well with pork and potatoes too. And Italians do eat a lot of potatoes, more than you think.
Suzanne's got it.
Oh, hi Suzanne. Jenga, yes. And this is a case where I'm just going to drizzle it over the top. Kind of artfully, messily. Not too much, just enough. And here's that perfect example of bring it into the center. Interesting. Negative space. I almost never use decorated plates to build a decoration piece with a dish. And sometimes that's true too, Hank. I agree. These are the first plates I grabbed.
Which is why we use the black plates a lot.
Well, and we have plain white ones. We have other patterns, but I am mindful of that when I am planning a meal, especially if I'm going to plate something. It sometimes drives Phil up the wall a little bit because I get just crazed over all these details. Should I use the tulip plates or this plain white one with the silver rim and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I don't care. I really don't. Just cook the damn food and put it on the plate and I will eat it. But I want my diners...
Oops, sorry.
What? Restaurant ready plate? Yes. Yes. But, you know, you can do this yourself. This is very easy to do, and that's the whole point of this. And wouldn't it be lovely if you came home and your spouse did that for you, put this in front of you, and you go, oh, there's a tower of beautiful, delicious
in my
food.
head, even though Kelly's working, I heard her say, more bubbly, more bubbly.
Well, we've never had this bubbles before, so...
Vivacious from Sanino, one of our favorite vineyards. This is one of their first attempts at sparkling wine.
And the interesting thing, it was not corked, it was capped with like a soda bottle cap.
A soda cap.
Or a beer bottle cap. Which scientifically is doing the exact same thing.
All right, this could be really good or really, really bad.
Okay.
Let's find out.
You know how I feel about champagne flutes, but the color scares me.
Interesting. It's not sweet, but it's not a brute either.
I find it sweet, but not too sweet, but it's not a brute.
No.
There are hints of brute.
Let's see if it says anything on the back.
You know what it reminds me of? A bubbly version.
Oh, it's 100% Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay. Because it reminds me of, remember our training wine when we very first started drinking wine? Sutter Home, White Merlot.
Yeah. So this is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay. Yeah, now that you say that, it makes sense.
Most champagnes are made of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
Right. Okay. I would have preferred a different glass, but we'll go with this.
I'll get you a saucer if that's what you want.
Yes, please. I really don't like flutes. Flutes are for portion control. They really cut down the real experience. Saucers are good, but the ideal for champagne or any type of bubbly, sparkling wine is a regular wine glass, a white wine or a red wine glass. So this type of thing, you get all the bubbles, and you get the bubbles at once in the bouquet, but the bubbles tend to go away faster. In flutes, the bubbles stay longer, and it's good for portion control, but you don't get the experience of everything hitting your palate through your olfactory glands, through your nose and everything. So this is good. A white wine glass or a red wine glass would be better, but thank you, dear. I prefer my saucers or coupes. That's much better. But
Well,
I have played
hold
snappers
on,
for
let
every
me
holiday.
answer this one.
Yeah.
My husband may have a little bit of a kitchen fetish.
Yeah, you left the door back there open, dear.
Yeah, I know it is.
I'll get it.
So that. Well, that door behind me back there goes to one of the two unfinished parts of this basement that is completely filled with shelving. And I'll give you one guess what's on most of it. Can we say about 20 different sets of plates?
Not quite 20, but I will point out I have not bought a new set of dishes in over a year, like 2 years.
Because there's no room to store
There's
them.
plenty of room. There's oodles of room back there. And I will also point out that one whole section of that room is
Bring it on.
Yes,
Come
ma'am.
visit us. We will absolutely cook with you and do a live stream. It would be fun.
Like we did with Kelly and Paul.
Right.
But I will point out that room back there, dear. A good portion of it, a quarter of it is all lighting, sound equipment, cameras, and not just for LCTV. There is stuff from Cobalt Blue. There's all the sound equipment you use for camp. So stay
Okay,
in
but
your lane.
that's a quarter. 3/4 is still food.
Yeah. Well, right, but we have a refrigerator and a freezer back there too. And we also have other decorations back there. So it's not, yeah. Your juice machine is back there for the cosmos. Anyway, let's do some more plating. What else haven't I done here? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we haven't used a ring mold. Shall we use a ring mold?
Right after this commercial message.
Okay.
Get ready to sprinkle some extra fun into your viewing experience because we're thrilled to announce the launch of Let's Celebrate TV YouTube channel memberships. This is an amazing way for you to show your support for the channel and help us continue creating all the delicious content you love. First up, we have the Spice Rack for just $3.99 a month. This level adds a dash of excitement with exclusive loyalty badges and emojis, priority reply to your comments, early access to new videos before anyone else sees them, behind-the-scenes photos and status updates, and members-only polls where your voice helps shape our content. Next, let's stock up with the pantry staples at $6.99 a month. This tier includes all the perks from the Spice Rack, plus exclusive members-only shorts, special member shout-outs in our live streams, a direct personal email to the hosts for a more intimate connection, discounted merchandise so you can show off your Let's Celebrate TV pride for less. And for those who want to truly get in the kitchen with us, we present the Sous Chef for $14.99 a month. This premium level includes every perk from the previous tiers and adds special members-only videos, quarterly Zoom meet and greet socials. Imagine hanging out with us face-to-face, a personalized birthday video to make your special day even brighter, and the exciting opportunity for recipe and video ideas collaboration help us decide what to whip up next. Joining is easy. Just click the Join button right below this video to explore all the details and become a member today. So, what are you waiting for? Come join our inner circle and let's celebrate together even more.
T10 martini.
Wait, let's do this one first.
What? No Halloween decorations? Well, if you look, there are a few behind me. There's been some creepy things happening here at LG
Well,
Manor.
we recorded our video invitation for our annual Halloween party.
Yes.
So right now off to the side, there's boxes and stuff you can't see.
It's I only have 2 boxes, and that part of the room is just...
At some point, I'll re-edit it to take out our address and all that, and we'll show that video. We showed it last year's.
The bad thing is, the sad thing, I should say, or maybe it's a good thing, I don't know. We're having a much smaller party this year. The last couple of years, they've gotten too out of control, and the way we run our parties, the things we do, you know, when there's 70 people here, it just doesn't work. It's a great party, but 70 people is too much.
And we do it with basically whodunits.
Well, yeah, but anyway, don't give away the farm. But anyway, there have been so many people this year because I've been saying since last year, all new people, or people who've been here maybe once, except for one couple, Joe and Peggy. But so I have all these people. Oh, I really want to come to your party this year. We're available. This is the first time we can come this year. Are we invited? It's like, great. I can't add any more to the guest list, and I don't know how to tell them that. Sorry, you didn't make the cut. It's nothing personal to anyone. It was.
Well, in some cases, it is personal.
Well, yes. That's true. We will not mention names. However, irregardless and supposedly, it was very calculated whom we invited, who we invited, whom we invited. Very calculated for what we're going to do this year. So if you're out there watching and you're hoping to get invited and you didn't get the invitation already, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. Maybe next year. Bubbles are always in season around the lounge, and we love to top mixed drinks with Prosecco. Went on a tear to build up our coupe collection. Now we are very well equipped. Very good, Paul. Yeah, I love coupes. And I do notice that. And we should start keeping our favorite La Marca around and try topping up some of our weird cocktails when we're in experimenting mode. Anyway, I just need to chop some parsley. I know some people will pull each individual leaf off. I don't mind these little tender stems in. That's about all I need. And a quick chop.
Good knife technique. You might have done that once in a while.
Once or twice. So one of the things I should talk about with plating is the garnish. I'm going to sweep this over here, out of the way. There used to be...
I like Wilma's bluntness.
Sorry you're not invited this year to the Halloween party. Well, and yeah, and it is truly, except for... Anyway, there are a couple people that it is personal, but it really isn't personal. It is... We are going to... I can't say the word I want to say because this is a family show, but we want to mess with people. And we are working very hard on whom we invited and how we're going to screw with them while they're at this party. How we're going to make them go, wait, what? What was that? What's going on?
Well, and just imagine if we have a TV studio down here, what do you think we have going on around the rest of the house?
Yes.
This is an all electronic house with all sorts of stuff, so we can have a lot of fun at these parties.
Yes.
The problem is when we had 70 people, it's too loud and too noisy and they couldn't hear it. We found 25 is okay, 40 is pushing it, so we've decided for this year it's just going to be 20 people or less.
And hopefully less, because I wanted it only 12, and then someone had to keep inviting people. Follow my eyes, children, him.
What, me?
Yes, dear, you. So if it doesn't go over well, then we're going back to the dinner party next year. Anyway, that's then, and this is now. Let's do some plating. So I chopped some parsley here. I want to do a couple different things while I still have your attention. And the first is, let's use the ring mold. I want drama. Black plate. Drama. Plain black plate. Now isn't that funny? On camera, there's some little Oh, there it is. There's a speck there. I could see specks of white on it that I can't see looking down. That's funny. All right, nice black plate. And here is my ring mold. This, okay. You can find these in cooking stores and home goods stores, restaurant supply. If you can't find them, you can use, say, a large tuna fish can. You can use PVC pipe. You can use a soup can. There's all kinds of things you can use. If you can find this, they are brilliant. Why? This can go in the oven. I actually made a meatloaf tower, or individual meatloaf towers, and I put the meatloaf and I baked them right in the mold. And then they all came out, and they were on a bed of mashed potato. It was brilliant. It was hysterical. But we're not doing that today. I'm going to put this in the center. Again, I want that negative space. I want drama.
Because then you can put bread and all sorts of things around it.
Correct. You can. Because you love your bread.
I do.
Let's go back to these avocados. Right in. What?
Oops, hold on. Wrong screen.
Wrong screen. Silly bear. I'm putting quite a bit in.
Hank says no Jello ring molds, please.
Well, heck. Velveteen Lounge may disagree with you. And Pepper Tree Villa, we've been doing several episodes. Now I'm going to smush these a little bit. I want these. These are like that close to being perfectly ripe. They're just a hair under. But
Oh, Mark, we feel your pain.
Smush them together. Living in Hoboken, we couldn't entertain our apartments the size of our current living room. Yeah, we were there too. We've been there. I'm going to put this off to the side for a moment. And we're going to go back to these shrimps. And again, I'm going to cut some up, roughly. Now see, I haven't cooked today, but I'm at least doing something besides plating.
Well, and this is a good example of, we've already done this exact one, but just by changing how you plate it, it becomes a completely different dish.
Right. Roughly chopped, I'm going to save one whole for the very end. Let's bring this back. Now, as you may imagine, all the shrimp here is going to go on top. This is pretty hearty. This would be a really great first course. I'm going to push it down a bit with my impeccably clean hands. Let me grab a little nappy, a little towel, and clean this up. Now, if something is juicy when you're using a ring mold and the juice leaks out, don't worry, don't get upset. You can just wipe it up. It's fine, absolutely fine. So I have that. Let's see how this goes. Let's say a prayer, everyone. Oops. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. Couple fell off. But there we go. So you have this great tower of shrimp. And you know what? If it kind of falls down a bit,
Yeah,
it's
maybe we just pack it a little
perfectly
harder.
It's part of a little, yeah. You can put a whole shrimp on top if you wanted.
One way you can also make that is if you push things in a ring mold, put it back in the refrigerator for about 5
Right.
minutes.
Yep.
And that'll
Correct.
help firm it up in the ring mold.
Correct. Now, I really like this parsley, pesto, but you could do this with, cocktail sauce, a little swoop around it, some little dots if you wanted. You could do a little sprinkle of parsley.
Yes, we're doing that for you, Wilma.
Excuse me. You could do lemon, you could do so much, but here's some ring mold. So again, in the center, pack it well, and you can build on this and get this tower.
Hey, Mariana. Welcome back.
Oh, hi, Mariana. Excuse me.
Janet says she needs to buy the glasses for salad to go to her brother's house and brother-in-law's get glasses and have too many.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
if you have an IKEA near you, go there. They're dirt cheap, and they make about 20 different variations of a martini glass.
Yes, they do.
And actually,
Wine glasses.
stemless martini glasses are another great item for serving. Matter of fact, I'm going to get one.
They have all kinds of wine glasses. In fact, the IKEA wine glasses, I noticed, are used on Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
So that is perfect for a salad because you don't have to hold it, and it can do...
And what's great, these, if you chill them, this thick glass base really holds on to the chill. So a little salad in there, a little shrimp salad, a little lobster salad, it'll stay nice and cold. Or, more importantly, your cocktail will stay nice and cold. So there's some things I've cooked that I haven't used yet that I really want to. And I've already done all the plating techniques that I planned.
Hold on.
Yes, dear.
So let's check in with all of our other channel partners
Oh, yeah.
and see what they're doing.
And here we are back. Nice and a little sippy.
And just for those, our what's happening with our friends video, we feature 12 or 13 every week. With the exception of 3, I go through the 200 plus channels that we have featured over the years. And as long as they're current, I grab their current one. So you will usually see a lot of different people in there. And more importantly, you need to remember to visit our friends.
Yes.
And so Pepper Tree Villa, their live streams are on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, and they do crafting and cocktails, and they review Hallmark movies, and they are Christmas aficionados. They're already started in the process of putting up their 55 Christmas trees in their house. Yeah. Velveteen Kitchen on Wednesdays has a 2-hour cocktail show. 8 p.m. Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, and it could be any topic you can think of. Last week happened to be the Paul Lynn Halloween special.
Yes.
So grab a cocktail, get your liver ready, go visit Velveteen Lounge. I'll spit that out.
I think you're flagged.
Not yet.
No, not until you make me a Tanqueray 10 martini that we can sip out on the front porch and watch the neighborhood go by. Anyway, I have some more food prepared, and I really want to plate with it, so please indulge me. These are the first I've gotten all season because we're always away at camp in upstate Pennsylvania. These are real Jersey tomatoes. There are still Jersey tomatoes left, thank heavens. And if you haven't had a Jersey tomato, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jersey tomatoes, because of how they're made, how they're grown, do not ship well. So they're typically only available in Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware area.
However, Campbell's soup
Correct. And
uses-
Princeton University
Yes.
developed it.
yes, a special variety of Jersey tomato to use for Campbell's tomato soup. So I have these beautiful tomatoes here, just sliced. I'm going to lay out 4 slices, I think. Thanks for the shout out. We're in disco Halloween mode. Drop in and check out the decor. Yes, Velveteen Lounge Kitchen, just if you've noticed. Anyway, back to that polenta. Need to give this another little whiskey. It's trying to set a bit. Here's my whisk.
Ooh, I'm just
But it's
noticing
still
what you've
warm.
added. I may have to steal one of those.
What are you talking about? What did I add?
That little bowl with the
Yeah,
brown
well,
round things?
You just stay in your lane, mister.
You mean in my control panel?
That's right. And you need to be doing your little bubble, not really.
You mean that one down here?
That's the
so I can annoy
one.
you, or I can do ASL and
Yes.
interpret for you?
Yes. So you can tell I'm on a polenta kick lately. It's just so versatile. You can make polenta so you can spread it on a sheet pan, make it a little thicker, put it in the fridge so it sets up, and then you can cut it into little cakes, little flour dredge, into some hot oil and fry it up. And it gets crispy on the outside and soft and custardy on the inside. It's delicious. In the South, they call it cornmeal mush. But still, it's delicious. And they eat it for breakfast with maple syrup, which is, it sounds odd, but it is weirdly delicious. So,
Oops.
what, oops. Let's do,
And please hit that like button. It does
Yes.
make a difference.
yeah, how many people do we have watching versus likes?
14. I don't know what the likes are. I don't have that screen up.
Okay. So I'm going to do kind of a large smoosh of polenta to echo this line of tomatoes. Now let's already clean this up a bit. Little bits and pieces. I have some meatballs. These are sausage meatballs, and they are just wonderful. But here again is an example. Square plate, all white. Imagine the possibilities you can do with this. But I'm going to put on, there's 4 slices of tomatoes, so we're going to have 4 meatballs. And this is a very hearty entree, main course. Since entree means enter. 3 and, oops, come on now, 4. Then, because this is quasi-Italian, tomatoes, meatballs, polenta. Again, this pesto, if you're going to buy, this is one I like. We're going to do a little bit of pesto right on the tomatoes.
Show off the label when you get a chance.
All right, hold on. And we're going to do, what? Little bit of pesto on each meatball.
Look up for a sec.
Now, who's eating all this food? Well, I'm not cooking dinner tonight. That's all I can say about it.
Sometimes we have a studio audience here.
Yeah.
They all get to share that, but our son and daughter-in-law are down in New Orleans, and we're still
They're not in
exhausted
New
from...
Orleans. But they are
Atlanta.
at her sister's wedding.
I thought that was in New Orleans.
No, dear.
Okay.
It was in New Brunswick.
Sorry.
One of those new places. Anyway, you could sprinkle some cheese over this. But look, how pretty. What I'm going to do, because I don't have any cheese down here, however, I'm going to do some cracked pepper. And I think that would be just a nice, coarsely ground. Up high. And that's going to add just that little bit of kick. Now, how pretty is that? And how simple was that?
Croutons with that would be wonderful.
You don't have to have bread with everything, dear. You could. You
I
could have.
do.
You don't. You could, though.
I do.
One more time, and we're never going to have Let's Celebrate TV again. Look, I'm unionized. I'll stick the union on you. Paulie, come on. You're going to be my union rep. Come on. I double tap. All right, so one more simple plating. 2 simple lines.
And Bob's in.
Hi, Bob. But how refreshing and how beautiful is that? Bright, colorful, simple, right? A line and a line. How easy. Okay, this is about wrapping us up. We're a little over an hour. So what do we have coming up next, dear?
Well, let's just recap a little bit of this. Is that
Okay.
plating doesn't require artistic talent.
Nope.
We like to think, oh my God, I have to be an artist. No, you really don't.
You don't.
Just think about moving away from a pile here, and a pile here. What happens when you go to a restaurant? There's a lot of food piled up high in the middle of a plate.
Right.
And you can do that with anything. The next time you go to a store and you see an unusual serving vessel, we use Japanese spoons all the time, there's all sorts of ways to plate things.
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
But even the basics. Bring it into the center, right? Bring it in the center, shove it off the side. Leave that negative space or fill it with something pretty. Some dots of a sauce or gravy. A little stripe of gravy.
Marina says she'll take that plate.
Absolutely.
Paul says he's on the way. All right, what do we got coming up next? Let me
So
find
next
the
week
right buttons.
is the finale to our cooking color series, the rainbow. We are going to cook an entire meal using all these crazy, beautiful color foods. I'm going to try and do something for all these colors. Purple, red, white, golden, earth tones. And we're just going to do a proper meal, a full entire meal. From
Paul says he'd be there at 5.
Negative space is positive, absolutely.
Well, we're going to see him in 2 weeks anyway,
more than that, dear.
October 11th.
Yeah, well, I don't
All
know
right,
if
3
we're-
weeks.
I don't know if we're going to afford that.
We're going to afford it.
You know, you better get a second job at Wawa or something. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining the live stream. Thanks, Wilma. Thank you so much. So I think that about wraps us up. Next week we're cooking with color. We're going to do a whole meal from appetizer to dessert with all these crazy colors. Hopefully all the flavors will meld together and I won't have this silly cough. Anything else, dear?
Nope.
All right.
So let's wrap this up. And special thanks to our channel members, Ben, Hank, Kevin, and M. Our pantry members, Mark Mariniello, Melissa Ann, our Spice Rack, and our Super Chat supporters. And more importantly, our business and everyone here that's in chat today, because your chat is what drives this channel.
Yep.
So we will see you all.
All right.
We will see you all in a
You
week.
can come over and my